like, it's a landscape that I can't really describe it. I don't know. It's like a different planet.
Welcome to 10-Minute Travels. With me, as always, is Shane Patrick.
And with me, as always, is Phil Freeman. Tonight, we're going to be talking with Kevin Neff. If you want to learn more about that or anything else we talk about at 10 Minute Travels, please check out 10minutetravels.com.
Let's get right to it, shall we? And Shane made mention earlier tonight that you had a really interesting project at Brooks Camp. What was that all about?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be part of a project that went down at Brooks Camp in Katmai National Park. We built a 1,700 foot long boardwalk and a bridge over the river. It's all for pedestrian use and maybe ATVs and stuff like that. But
And the river is the McNeil River, so...
No, it's Brooks.
It's Brooks Falls.
Brooks Falls, right.
And that's not... Okay. But that's like the pictures you see of brown bears catching salmon that are flying as they're going upstream. It's there, right?
Exactly. Yeah. If you ever saw a bear catch a salmon out of the air in a waterfall, it was probably Brooks. But yeah, that was a great job. I really had a great time with that. That place was awesome. Probably my favorite job site I've ever worked.
And it was an all-winter project, right?
Yeah, I went out there in February and I came back in May. And it was super cool to see all the wildlife there. Like I think just being in a national park where the wildlife, like, nothing's really afraid of you. So you see that, like, we had a wolf that just hung out with us like every day for a while there. It just hung out with us. And it had a little bit of a limp. It was
little Fay.
A little bit gimpy. And so my buddy and this dude I worked with named it Yard. And I'm like, why would you name the wolf Yard? And he goes, well, it's only got 3 good feet. And it was our yard wolf.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah, I thought so too. And it was our yard wolf. Like, we were, where we were building all these platforms and stuff that hung out with us. And yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, there's Yard. Cool, man. And just like you get to know an animal, you get used to seeing it and it knows you. And it's just like really, really cool. And that's not the only thing. Working in a national park, man, it's like something special, man. Like we had lynx and
the bears were starting to wake up by the time you were out of there, right?
Yeah, the bears started coming out. And it was funny, like the first time. Thanks. The first time, when everybody saw the first bear, oh, there's a bear! Everyone's like, oh my God, there's a bear! Like, whoa, wow, like look, man, like, oh my God, like, what do we do? And then by the end, there was like hundreds of bears.
Squirrel.
Yeah. It's like, and everybody gets kind of complacent. Oh, there's another bear. Like, oh my God. Like, oh, great, another bear. But we got trained up. The Park Service gave us lessons about how to be around the bears and stuff. But it's funny because I already have a lot of experience working in Katmai, and like I've lived and camped with those bears a lot, and it's funny too. What's really cool is to have that kind of experience and then introduce a new person to that kind of situation. where they've never seen a bear before. And they are immediately terrified. Just and it's like, no, dude, they're cool, man. Just don't freak them out. They're fine. But you get freaked out because you've never seen a bear before. And the only bears you ever saw was the ones they show you in Hollywood. Hollywood goes, those bears gonna kill you. And so everybody's scared.
Yeah, bears eating buttercups doesn't make for good movie experience.
Right. They like the drama, huh?
Right.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's funny to watch people go. And I was one of them when I first moved to Alaska and I got my first job fishing, guiding, and I saw my first grizzly bear. I was terrified. I thought it was going to kill me and everybody I was with, but what it did? It just like jumped in the river and tried to catch a fish. And I'm like, well, that's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, they kind of treat you as if you're not that important at all.
Yeah, right.
There's some apathy.
Phil,
So what was this bridge? Did you complete it? What was it called? Is it there today? Are people using it? Are bears using it?
No, I left on the day of our final inspection. I left with the inspector, the main engineer of the whole project, came up and he's like, "Yep, looks great, you guys, good job." And then I flew out with him. So, and I haven't been back.
But that was only 4 years ago or something, right?
No, it was, not even that long ago, 2 years ago.
So I reckon it's still standing.
Yeah, it was solid. Yeah, for sure.
So it was to be used by people to get across the river and let the bears be, sort of situation?
Yeah, we had to install bear gates on it. So like each end of it has two gates that one's a regular like waist high kind of gate, and then there's like a big prison gate kind of thing, like a big steel like lockdown kind of gate, so the bears don't get on the boardwalk with the
And is it for people to go out onto the bridge and then observe bears from there and keep them safe?
That's what it's
so
for.
basically it's an observation platform.
That's what it is, exactly. And yeah, it has a few like viewing decks that you can, it's not just one a walkway. There's like places where you can get off of the walkway and handicap access, and there's just like there's few like separate decks that we built that you can just go hang out and look at and watch bears catch fish and look at nature.
Is it right within sight of the falls?
No, it's downstream from the falls. I think the next part of the project is they want to connect it to that area, that part. And I think we might get that we might get to do that, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll be happy to. I want to go back there because it's so cool. That place is so cool, man. And being able to work there is just so fun, and being able to go up to 10,000 smokes. I went up there a few times. There's a road that's 20 miles long that goes up to that area, the area that got wiped out in 1912 with that Nova Rupta volcano thing, and it dumped 100 feet of ash on the whole area, and you go up there and look at it, and hike around in all this ash. It's like going to the moon.
I heard the astronauts practice there.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it was what was so cool about, like, we were the only people out there. It was me and my crew, and every once in a while we'd be like, "Hey, let's go at 10,000 smoke. We take our side-by-sides and just roll up the road 20 miles, cross a couple rivers, get out there, and it's spectacular. Just like, it's a landscape that I can't really describe it. I don't know. It's like a different planet. You're driving through the forest, standard Alaska forest, rivers and all that. And then all of a sudden you are just in a place that looks like Mars. I can't explain it better than that. Like the rivers have carved like little canyons and all that ash. So you can look at this ash and there's like all these little miniature Grand Canyons everywhere. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Just watching the process of erosion start again.
Yeah, it's starting over there. It's a trip.
So, do you know why it's called the Valley of 10,000 Smokes?
Yeah, because apparently after the eruption, it was hot for a long time still, and it kept steaming everywhere.
I see. And steaming no more?
It has since stopped steaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity to see such an iconic place all to yourself.
Yeah, because very few people get to do that. It's an exclusive place, and they stay for probably a maximum of 3 nights or something like that. And you were there for several months.
Yeah, I spent 4 months out there. And just, the wildlife is really the best, the highlight, really, to me. Just, driving to work and you're like, oh, there's that lynx again. Oh, yeah, there's those bears. Oh, yeah, I know that one. He's cool. That one's not super nice, but you stay away from him. He won't mess with you. You just get to know all these animals.
Well,
cool.
On the internet, the bears have identities, and they have the fattest bear, right? Award. And
that's
on
those bears.
And all the bears have names, and some people come there year after year just to see their favorite bear. They're kind of famous.
That was Kevin Neff. If you want to learn more about that or anything else we do at 10 Minute Travels, please check out 10minutetravels.com.
And we want to remind you to make sure that your sense of humor matches your sense of adventure.
And please like, subscribe, and share this podcast on all the platforms.
Well, this Stephen King's Plague beats the crap out of this plague.